Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hoping you had a great morning this morning. It is Tuesday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. As you can see, new look, new mic, new camera, new background. I'm moving away from my phone. As much as I loved using my phone, it was so easy to use. It's getting bogged down sometimes with memories and that type of thing. And it was just, and it dinged all the time, and it just kind of frustrating. So I thought I'll try this new format out, a new look and new adventure, a change to my channel, refreshing change. I hope. Maybe I should have chosen a different colored shirt, but oh well, it's free shirt. Given we got them yesterday at work, and yes, I washed it. But we'll have a look here and see how things go. Hopefully, it's going to work out. I really hope it works out because it took a long time to set this up and get everything right and find a right program to use to edit and everything else. So here we go. So today, to start off my new channel, or my new look of the channel, same old channel. Nothing's changed on my channel except the look. I thought I'd start off with this amazing compilation album from one of my favorite bands, Nektar. This is a Spoonful of Time. I just love the album cover on that one. It's just gorgeous. As most of their album covers are. They're fantastic album covers. Really inventive. If you don't know, Nektar, amazing progressive rock band from formed in Hamburg, Germany, even though they were English. I think they were Army brats or Navy brats, something to that effect. Guitarist Ray Albrighton, keyboardist Alan Tuff Freeman, bassist Derek Moore, well, say that 10 times fast, and drummer Ron Howden. Combination of prog rock, space rock, jam rock, really good stuff. They've had 16 studio albums. I've yet to get their latest. I want to get their latest. I saw Scott from the Prague Corner showing that album off. Really looking forward to it. A ton of live albums, 7 compilation albums, 7 singles. So just a ton of material to choose from. I don't have everything in their collection, but I do have some awesome albums by them. This is Journey to the Center of the Eye, their debut album. It's on CD, obviously. I do have a combination of CD and vinyl. I've shown these guys before on my channel, so I won't go through each album. But this is their 1971 debut release. Amazing album. Amazing stuff. Jump up to their 4th album, Remember the Future, 1973 release. It's got a bunch of stuff on here. Awesome to listen to. Really good stuff. This is 1974's Down to Earth, their 5th album. Tons of ring wear on here, but the vinyl is in mint condition. Sounds really good. Then we have Recycled, 1975, their 6th studio album. This was a nice find. I'm really glad I found that one. And then we have, this is a newer version of this album. This is Magic as a Child, their 7th album, 1977 release. Gorgeous photo on that one. Really sounds good. Really sounds good. And then we've got their 8th 1980s Man in the Moon. Not Man on the Moon, Man in the Moon. This one I will show you because it's on pretty white vinyl. It's only a certain amount of them made. 250 made of this particular album, so it's pretty cool. And then I've got a couple more CDs. I've got their 14th 2020 release, The Other Side. This is really good as well. They're all good. What am I saying? This one's really good. They're all good. Then I have a retrospective with a K, 1969 to 1980. This was my introduction to Nektar. This came out in 2011. They give you a fancy little button, and then 2 CDs in here with a bunch of, I think there's a poster as well, if I'm not mistaken, which I haven't put up any of these posters that I get in these albums or CDs, but nice booklets, and then the disc 1 and disc 2. These come from Rainbows, New Day Dawning, Journey to the Center of the Eye, Do You Believe in Magic, A Tab in the Ocean, Sounds Like This, More Sounds Like This, Remember the Future, Down to Earth, Recycled, Magic as a Child, and Man in the Moon. A lot of the stuff I just showed you. So again, my introduction to them. Not every track on these and this one is on every track of the albums that I showed you, but it's a cool compilation and retrospective of the album. And then there's this one. Again, this isn't their latest. This is 2012 release. It's new to me, obviously. A Spoonful of Time. This is a collection of some amazing stuff. I gotta remember to keep on looking into the camera, not above the camera. So I gotta keep on looking in the camera. Again, all new to me. Kept the hype sticker. This one is on side A and B. Beautiful blue. There are some swirlies in there. Blue vinyl. And then on C and D, it is on beautiful yellow swirly vinyl. So I'll keep those out for the time being, not to fumble with everything. Ton of tracks on this one. Great covers of, again, some of their favorite songs, some of my favorite songs too, which is cool. And a ton of guest artists on here. You've got Steve Howe, Rick Wakeman, Nick Turner, Ginger Baker, Derek Sherinian, Mel Collins, Simon House, Billy Sheehan, Rod Argent, cool stuff, Mark Kelly, Jeff Downs, Edgar Froese, Joachim Sabladberg, Ian Pace from Deep Purple, David Cross, Jerry Goodman, Michael Panella, Joe Van Rugenbrock, Bobby Kimball from Toto, Billy Sherwood, and Patrick Moraz. Some tons of stuff on this one. So the players, Roy Albrighton on vocals and guitar, Ron Howden on drums, Klaus Henach on keyboards, with Billy Sherwood on bass and backing vocals. Cool stuff. It's a gatefold as well, with just some cool images in here. Yeah, so good. So they have a great opener in Sirius from the Alan Parsons Project. Say that 10 times fast. Awesome guitar and synth sounds on that one. No vocals, obviously. It's an instrumental, but really good track. I'm gonna be nice on this one. They attempt to do Spirit of Radio, by Rush. Doesn't quite match the tightness of the song, the original. It's a decent cover. The vocals don't quite reach those limits that Geddy can. But overall, it's a decent attempt of the track. Um, Even though I love the song, it's maybe my least favorite on the album. On this one, they do Steve Miller's "Fly Like an Eagle," pretty close to the original. Uh, they do a great job of this classic cover. They kept it pretty near to the original on this one. "Wish You Were Here," one of Pink Floyd's best acoustic tracks. The solo is really good on this one. The solo is really good, and they put in an amazing outro on this one as well. So not as much acoustic on this one. It's more a little more upbeat. Then they do the OJ's "For the Love of Money." They made this one a little more jammy, which is cool. Classic track for sure. Then they do "Can't Find My Way Home" by Traffic. It's been covered I don't know how many times. This one, again, really close to the original, which is just fine by me. I do love the original version, but they do a great job on this one. The Stones, "2,000 Light Years from Home." Nektar makes it a little more spacey, but they made it sound like it came from the 70s, which is a cool achievement on that one as well. "Riders on the Storm" by The Doors. Awesome organ solo on this one. Again, pretty close to the original. I prefer the original, I think, but still. "Blinded by the Light," classic Springsteen track. I love Manfred Mann's version, and I still think that's the best version of the song. But they still do a decent job on this one. Doesn't quite match the vocals or the power of Manfred Mann's version. "Out of the Blue" by Roxy Music. Slows it down a little bit and makes it louder, which is cool. They do a version of "Old Man" by Neil Young. They take this one, add some prog to it, add a cool violin solo to it. Really makes it a cool track. Even though I love the live version of Neil doing this "Old Man." Gary Wright's classic "Dreamweaver." Decent cover, but I prefer the original. They just can't match that magic that Gary Wright had. Same with 10cc's "Dreamy I'm Not in Love." Doesn't have the production of that track by 10cc, but the keyboards are great on this one. Toto's "Africa," again a decent rendition, but can't beat the original. But overall, I think this is a fine album. It's a cool look at some decent covers. Again, I've been listening to it most of the week, and I'm just enjoying it so much. They do it Nektar style, which I love. And again, some tracks I prefer the originals, but the covers are decent. And it helps that they've got all these fine musicians helping them as well. If I was ranking the album, which this is not a ranking, but if I did, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Simply because of the couple of tracks that should be kept the original. But anyway, overall, it's a great album. If you don't know Nektar, definitely check them out. If you don't know this album, check it out as well. And it's really, really good. So there you have it, guys. There's my look at Nektar's "A Spoonful of Time," as well as the rest of the stuff that I have on their collection. Guys, have a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.